auto meld?
pursuing champions, and the forces holding the docks.
No,
Didn't
my
count on the high
spatial
tinker.
rift that I
He
don't
gave us help
use.
from the skies.
Alright, I
Unknown
just tried to
forces
DPS.
aided us on the ground until Gallywitch
You
showed
plan
up.
to stop me with that gaudy piece of junk you call a flight suit? Were you planning to sparkle me to death?
You think you're better than me? Let's go, Tinker Boy!
Y'all need to stop standing in shit.
I thought they were trying to pad your numbers.
I don't need padding, I'm number 2. I'm also out under geared. I've got garbage azurite pieces.
What all the gold and glitter you want? Your inventions are still cut.
Hey, can I get some rock rocks? I don't have any. Please and thank you.
Yeah, them lock boogers would be most bueno.
So for this boss, obviously, we've seen it. You guys have to make sure you're communicating when you're in the rope. Strategy will be the guy that's the most, I guess, loud and the one that communicates well will be calling out two of the people. Essentially, we're gonna have to be moving as a group so we can hopefully hurdle up the robots together. That way, people aren't like figuring out where the hell the robot is, what color they are, who the hell they're clicking on. It becomes a mess. So, for example, if like let's say I'm in the robot, I'm going to be calling out the 2 other people, and then one of the 2 other people is going to have to call out my colors before everybody gets out. If somebody gets out before that, then it's going to not follow the mechanic. We've seen the fight last week, so everybody got to experience it. So hopefully we are not dying to the same.
Can somebody mark the walls?
The floors.
Yeah, so people know where to go.
Also, for the people that have the bombs, make sure that is priority. Don't wait until the last minute to get it out. Your numbers are not going to be important if you kill the whole.
First one in goes the farthest back. That gives the second person in a place to go.
Bubbles is having mic problems, so he's stepping out. Remember that the purple one is going to be for tanks. Do not take the purple one. Make sure that you guys are focusing on the 4 other markers. If for whatever reason you guys are stacking 2 and 1, stay there. Don't run out and give it to everybody. It's better to 2 people get it than the whole, because that is a shit ton of cooldowns for us to stay alive. And mana.
If you're ranged, you should be back from where the farther or this the green portal is backwards, so that you are sitting fairly close to any one of these 4 spots that are sitting back here. That's what you should be.
I thought we were gonna roll together in a group.
We need to roll as a group.
We
but
do.
obviously.
But like the ranged people, the actual ranged casters should be back on this half, so that way if you get a bomb, you're close to one of the other things. Everyone should maintain like a loosely fit group about the size of one of my effervescences. So that way, in case if a buster cannon comes up and people go one way and the other people go the other way, you got enough room to move out of the way. So, but like casters should not be anywhere down towards the tank area. That's the end of story.
Yep, you guys.
You won't have enough time to get up here. Like Izzy won't have enough time to get up here, even maybe with feathers, but the druids, we can get anywhere as quickly as we possibly can. So.
The only exception is
help.
whenever the only exception is going to be when he pulls us in and he does his ability. Wait to do your mobility until after that happens. For the most part, Ren calls it out, so pay attention to Ren, and you should be good. Everybody's ready? Count down. Pay attention to mechanics, please. This is a mechanics fight.
What's that at the DPS fight? All right.
3, 2, 1.
You face the pinnacle of gnomish technology. Let's see how
Range should be on the right side, on the other side.
Gizmo.
Guys should be grouped, not everybody all over the damn place.
Beware.
That also means you, Kurumi, should be over where the range is. You need the robots in the same damn spot.
2.
Get ready for a shocking twist.
Bombs, guys.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Landing area.
Beware.
Where's Sax?
Poster.
Oh, I got hit by that.
Tom.
I got him.
Let's see how you handle this little
4,
gizmo.
3, 2.
I'd advise you to stay grounded.
Take him. Take him on to purple.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3.
I still see the range all over the fucking place instead of in one spot.
Problem on your hands.
You got
Runs
two
again
dead. If you
for a
could
bomb.
reset it, I would.
Yeah, go ahead.
There.
Stop attacking the boss. Stop attacking the boss.
So, 1, people are still getting hit with butter cannon. That's a no-no. And 2, if he's jumping up, you need to get out of the circle that he's jumping from, because you will get killed from where he's jumping and where he's landing.
See.
Alright, so I can't place markers because we already have markers. So at the beginning, I want all range on this side. All range, including healers, I need them on this side. I don't want them all over the place. I want them in one spot.
Green triangle thing.
Well, the boss is going to generate right there, so I would move
Calculated your
exactly
odds
what I
of
want to.
survival. They are not.
That's why I didn't want to put markers.
Let's see how you handle this little gizmo. Taste of superior gnomish artillery.
4, 3, 2.
Get ready for a shocking
Okay, so do not drop any more markers, please.
Can someone drop a repair mount?
Zoltar's leaving.
I gotta run and pick up my son, and I gotta sell my infinity.
Hearth out.
I am. I'll be back as soon as I can.
So, healers. Cooldown rotation. I will go first. Who will take second?
Have Izzy, Kurumi, Broken, and then Solara.
I don't have a fucking cooldown. What are you talking about?
So Kurumi can go twice.
And Izzy's got 2, so she can kind of use one whenever we need it out of rotation.
Except we need the healers to call it beforehand. Don't be like popping cooldown as 3 other people say the same thing, and we just dump 3 cooldowns.
So Thas, me, Kurumi, Broken, and then Kurumi again, and then me.
Okay, so range. range and healers, I want you guys on this side once after we pull the boss. Don't come here now, because you're going to pull the boss. So, I don't want anybody by the stairs. I want all range and healers around this side, loosely spread, so the robots are generated in one spot. Obviously, melee's going to be on the boss. We need to stay close and bundled up so we can organize the stupid robot.
Bro, revival is not a healer cooldown. It's garbage for healer cooldowns.
Everybody's ready, countdown.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no, that's not broke.
I've calculated your odds of survival. They are not in your favor. Let's see how you handle this little gizmo.
Beware.
Move 'em.
Of superior gnomish artillery.
4, 3, 2.
I'd advise you to stay grounded.
I still see a bunch of people scattered and not on the right side like I just said a second ago. If you guys are scattered, you're going to generate the robots in 2 different spots.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
I got him.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Everybody have the range thing.
Beware.
Buster cannon. Watch out.
Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Bombs are going out soon.
Get ready for a shocking
I got it. Take them.
Moving them.
Run away, little girl.
4,
Alright, the 3 robots are in decent areas. People are going to get shrunk in a second.
You've got a small problem on your hands.
I'm shrunk. I'm going in one of the robots, the one closest to the stairs. I am in the blue robots. Alright, Quainon, you have yellow, purple, purple, green.
Okay,
Kailash,
D.
yeah, purple. Let me finish. Purple.
Run away.
Kailash, purple, blue.
Fuck.
Beware.
Okay, red.
Buster cannon.
Alright,
D,
fine.
you got-
Fine.
One down. More to go.
Yellow, D. Purple. Red.
Get everybody out.
Take them.
4, 3, 2.
He's dead.
Bombs coming up.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Take them. Are we gonna get the
Wormhole.
wormhole?
Run away, little
Alright.
girl.
Use speed now.
How you handle this little gizmo.
Beware.
Taste of
Buster.
superior gnomish artillery.
Four, 3,
Move them a little
2,
bit.
1.
Wormhole. Oh, world larger. Sorry.
Shrunk.
Take him. Oh,
4,
I got him.
3, 2.
People call.
Advise you to stay grounded.
Beware.
Buster.
Anytime now on the robots.
I can't. I don't see where he's at.
If one of the
Restarted.
bombs went
Got
off, just reset it.
Missing 3 healers.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Everybody stop attacking. Oh, we can't reset.
Kailash, what killed you? You hit the wrong button?
Yeah, you said purple, and then you said purple, and then said blue after that, so I hit purple.
3, 2.
Yeah, well, it probably stayed purple.
Shocking twist. One down.
Just standing shit.
More to go.
I get hit by the stupid cannon hiding behind a pillar with a bomb.
Yeah, that happens. It's bad RNG.
But it's not like I can move.
No, you're supposed to eat it like Pac-Man pellets.
I will do that next time.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Food's down.
Alright, so Pykel and Phoenix are going to be the ranged leaders. You guys, wherever they move, you guys move. I need the robots more organized. Because every time people jump in the robots, they have no damn clue where they're going, and they can't figure out how to click and call out the colors. That is going to be a big problem.
Are you wearing your sliver, Phoenix?
At this point, I would remove the deal because everybody's going to be grouping up, so it'd be useless to be.
All of the range should be on the green upside down triangle side. If you're not near the green triangle side and you're on the far front where we're standing now, you're in the wrong spot, and I will kindly remove you from the raid. Not spending 3.5 hours on one boss.
Gotta follow mechanics. Very simple. Everybody's ready. Countdown.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You face the pinnacle of gnomish technology! Let's see how you handle this little gizmo!
Hey,
Rumi, look where you are and look where everyone else is.
4, 3, 2.
9 stacks.
Sorry.
Bombs out. You guys have to follow as a group, guys. Unless the people are going behind a wall, then obviously you're not going to
4,
follow.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dawning.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Buster cannon.
Get out of the blast. People are gonna get shrunk soon. Robot placement's good.
Allow me to introduce a favorite
4, 3, 2,
Get
1.
ready for a shocking twist!
Take them. I almost guarantee I'm gonna be shrunk as usual.
Usually I get shrunk if you get bombed. Most.
4, 3,
I'm taking it back across the map.
1.
Let's cut you down to size!
Run shrunk.
Boss.
Fire shrunk.
Fire purple. Fire red. Fire blue. Pro red. Pro blue. Pro green. Call me out fire.
4,
Red, blue, yellow, purple.
Everybody out.
That was a lot more organized. Good job.
beware.
You got him?
Buster. Yep.
Get out of it. Robot placement is good so far.
3, 2, 1.
Take him.
Got him.
Beware.
Wormhole. Do not use your getaways yet. Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Now go.
Please don't wait until we're almost dead to call out cooldown.
Beware.
Cool down.
Buster cannon.
So that's 2 cooldowns there.
Oh, was it not my turn?
Harumi called hers.
4,
She whispered her.
2, 1.
Gotta be louder on those calls, please.
Got
Call them. Tell them, please. Thanks. Okay, people are shrunk. Don't step on them.
I'm in skull.
2,
Mystique blue.
beware.
I'm in the non-one.
Mystique red. Mystique yellow. Tail-ash green. Tail-ash blue. Tail-ash red.
Call theirs. One of you two.
Izzy, use your mana regen, please.
Purple.
Taunt him.
Ash,
Cool down.
green, red.
Taunt.
Everybody out.
Good job. Heal us back up.
So far, so good, guys.
47%. It's on me, taunt him. Face too soon.
Let's see how you handle this little gizmo.
Taunt him when you can.
I got him.
This should keep you busy.
Everybody out.
Phase 2.
Phase 2.
This is just survive, right? Yeah.
With
Survive
fire.
robots.
Robots, yep.
But surely you
I'm shrunk, I'm going to a robot. Okay, I'm in a robot. I'm on green robot.
I'm in blue.
Okay, pro, you're green. Red. Yellow.
Who needs a wisdom?
Ash, blue.
So
Ash, red. Green. Call mine.
Dia
Pink.
red.
One more time.
Red.
4,
Purple.
2, 1.
Blue.
Everybody out. Good job.
3,
Go to the sides if you're shrunk.
1.
Skull.
Don't step into little people, please.
You got the wrench blue.
Almost on the side.
Green, you got the blue thing. Red.
Whoever that was, they died.
your odds of victory are
I can't see anybody
decreasing
else.
I think they died.
by the
Are you picking up a boss for me?
I got him.
People still need to get on the robots and call it out. People
Yeah,
over the
before
robot.
Drac died.
Let's see how you handle this.
Buster.
Pop
Take
him.
him.
Drax and Skull.
Just take him. Move
I got
him.
him.
Four, 3, 2.
You're shrunk. You still need to get in the robot.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Buster.
Get away from the blast. Dodge the fire. Take him. So we got robots. Let's move boss to green if we can.
Take him.
I'll move on.
Run away, little girl.
4, 3, 2.
It was a good attempt.
Solid attempt.
Hello.
Yeah, that was louder.
Much better.
We can hear you.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah, don't talk
Jotty,
about it.
Jotty, talk so I can see.
Hello?
Okay, you're good.
No, 'cause I said the color, then you had to repeat it. I wasn't sure if my mic was what.
No, you had to repeat yourself because there were multiple people talking.
Alright.
So here's the thing: when people are in robots, no one else is talking but the people in the robots, or D.
Or me.
No.
No one cares about your end.
All right, so everything was good. We have to fix phase 2. Phase 1 was a lot better. Got to get better at dodging the cannon, and we can't have Ren calling it every time. Pay attention. If you can't see the DBM warning, then there's something wrong.
If you can't see the big
Get your eyes
ball, there's
checked.
something wrong.
Get your ass checked, fellas.
You should not be zoomed in all the way on your character, because otherwise you do not see a damn.
I thought this was a first-person shooter.
This
I've
is
been playing
an
around this whole
FPS?
time. Yeah, I thought this was FPS.
Oh shit.
Okay, everybody's ready. Countdown.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You face the pinnacle of gnomish technology! Let's see how you handle this little gizmo!
Beware.
Dodge that. That's half the
That's a
rage.
lot of
guy.
people. I couldn't move. I was in that mid fucking eye beam thing.
Four, three, two, one.
Beware.
Yeah, that bomb went off.
Alright.
Run away, little
I didn't know he used bombs yet. Do we have a transcendence?
Yes.
Yeah, why reset this?
Everybody stop attacking boss and let a monk get it.
Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine!
I was trying to see some
Food is still down, take it. Izzy, do you have one of the talent changers? I need to change some shit.
Yep.
Trade with me, please. Not that many. Thank you.
That was annoyingly difficult.
Ready, check. If you're ready, click ready, please. Remember to stay bundled, but pay attention to the stupid blast. Don't get hit.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You face the pinnacle of gnomish technology! Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine!
Beware.
For it!
4,
Taz, you got hit again.
People.
For a shocking twist!
Four, three, two, one.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Engage!
Run away. Beware.
Taste of
Cannon.
superior gnomish artillery! Allow me
Take
to
'em.
introduce
Got
a
'em.
favorite gadget of mine!
3, 2.
I'd advise
Bomb
you
soon.
to stay grounded!
Okay, it's on me, take him. I can guarantee it's gonna be me or Ren that's gonna be strong.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's cut you down to size!
I am shrunk.
You're there.
I'm on blue.
Triangle.
BG's and Moon.
Alright, T-Lash, blue. Red. Yellow. PG's yellow. Green. Red. Red. Mine.
D green. Green. Yellow.
Beware.
Purple.
Buster cannon.
Everybody out.
Do you move?
Got boss.
Bring back to the other side. We're gonna have robots.
4, 3,
Take him.
2, 1.
2, 1.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Oh shit.
Run away, little girl.
I'm gonna be behind Moon. D is behind Moon.
Same.
Let's see how you handle this little gizmo.
Beware.
Taste of superior Gnomish artillery.
Dodge. The boss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
People getting shrunk. Call out your robots.
4, 3, 2.
Watch out for broken. She's tiny.
Pods in triangle.
Cronelli red. Cronelli yellow. Cronelli purple. Broken
Take
green.
them.
Didn't hear
I'm
the last
sorry. Green.
I didn't hear. Okay.
Broken green. Broken yellow. Broken blue.
Call his, please.
Cool down.
Somebody call his, please, now.
See him. I don't fucking see him anywhere.
Take him.
What icon are you? Quickly.
Triangle.
I don't have an icon.
You have an icon. Somebody has green on the right. By
I'm out.
Take him.
Yeah, I can't see Mother.
See? It wasn't me.
Or run
It
some
wasn't,
heals.
wasn't mine.
Esmeralda's in the green over by the planet
Allow
Pod.
me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
take him. Gonna get hectic now. We have a lot of robots.
Beware.
Buster.
Superior Gnomish artillery.
We're losing people to getting hit by the damn cannon.
4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3.
Should keep you busy for
People are shrunk. Call out your
Phase
robots.
I'm in a robot.
4,
Fires and triangle robot.
1.
One's not marked.
But surely you recognize
D is shrunk.
superior
I'm in
At
X.
Cornelli, purple.
Get ready for a
Blue.
shocking twist.
Green.
To introduce a
Queen
favorite
and green.
gadget of mine.
Cannon
Oh.
green. Green. Yellow. Red.
4, 3, 2,
Fire blue.
1.
Fire yellow.
Beware.
Red.
Run strong. I'm getting in a robot too. Don't
Me
get.
too. D's in a robot. Call D.
Luke, blue.
I'm
You got
stunned.
I advise you to stay grounded.
Phoenix blue.
Beware.
Okay.
Just reset it. Half the raid's dead.
No way to reset it.
Your odds of victory are
I kept
decreasing
getting
run over by people.
exponentially by the second.
There was too much spark damage from all the robots to keep up with.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Right, because we weren't getting out fast enough.
Too many people are getting hit with a Buster Cannon's the problem.
That too.
There were like 30 people that got hit through that whole fight.
Do you take damage if you're shrunk and not in a row?
No.
Well, yes, because you will still take damage from the robots doing their
What the
AoE
hell
shot.
hit me right there? I wasn't even around nothing.
And
My
then
health
you
was
can
down.
also
You just killed me,
get.
Toronto.
You can also take damage from when you're
So all of
going
a
up
sudden,
to the
it's
robot
you're
and he
dead.
activates his stuff.
When you're little, you don't take any more damage than you would if you were not shrunk. But you can't get stepped on, and it'll deal a lot of damage, and you will be stuck.
Is it possible to get a bomb while you're
Yes.
That's a hard one.
Because my little body turned into like a bomb.
You can get a bomb even if you're small during phase 2.
I mean, because I went and I hid behind the pillar,
For a friend
but
of the
I
Grumbles,
mean, it was
it's
just
like
funny
you.
looking. It didn't do like a normal looking.
The most amount of damage comes from the dots from the bomb, the dots from Buster Cannon, and whenever we start getting like 4 or more robots when they do their AoE attack, that's when we take the most damage is going out, to be honest.
Yep.
So that's why if you're shrunk, getting into a robot as soon as you possibly can is imperative. Because if we let them get out of control, the AoE damage alone will overwhelm us.
I'm giving this maybe 1 or 2 attempts before I make this group very small.
What do we do if we can't see that last person to call them out? Because that's happened more than just this past time.
Yup.
I'm not sure. They just whoever gets on the robot needs to call what color they are. Because as soon as you're in the robot, as soon as the robots are active to be jumped on, there's a marker on them.
Hey D, since we're very soon going to be cutting the group down, why don't we take a quick 5-minute, let everyone rest their eyes from looking at the screen for an hour, clear their head, see if they can't get right before we try this, before we start cutting down people. This is that time, guys. Take a breather. Look away from your screens for a little bit. Rest your eyes. That way, you're not straining so much. Trust me, whenever you were doing this, you're straining from the last hour of looking at your screen for a consistent amount of time. So just rest them for 5 minutes. We'll get back to it, and let's down this motherfucker.
Solar, are you here?
What?
Are you able to show damage from Buster Cannon?
Do you want to know how much people are taking?
Yeah, show it.
There's no way to show individual moves with this, but I can give you an idea. Rend, last fight you took almost 500,000 for Buster Cannon. D didn't take any damage from Buster Cannon. Kurumi, you took 873,000 damage from Buster Cannon. Broken took, call it half a mil.
Thank you, bro.
Izzy took just under a mil. Thas, you took just about half a mil. And I could just keep going down. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people out of the entire damn raid that haven't gotten hit once.
Yeah,
Yo,
Pro
who's
just
three
linked
get
it.
hit? The only
So-
time I got it is when you already called it, so I just stood there and let it kill.
So there's
Oh.
a trend with people getting hit with the Buster Cannon. It's our healers.
How is that possible? All 4 of the healers on top list?
Except for
Jesus.
you. Yeah.
There's no excuse, Thas. You're literally the most mobile person in this fucking healing group. Yo, Ren, you seeing them healing numbers?
Yeah.
You seeing who's on top?
Right now, yeah, you.
You know who's been on top the last 3 pulls?
Let's see how much for overall.
Oh, you don't want to look at that.
Oh, yeah, you are overall too, top. By a mil.
That's gonna be a win for Solara.
Take the W.
You should inspect my gear really quickly. Specifically, my 3 Azurite pieces.
Trash. All of them.
I specifically want you to look at my shoulders really quick.
Oh my god.
That's my DPS set.
Switch that.
I don't have anything.
Just go buy a Reforge. How much is it for you right now? Should
A
be
lot.
10. It should be 5.
Well,
It's the beginning of the week.
Here's my point. I was number 1 without any. I'm not number 1 with 2. I don't need to do any more.
Mm-hmm. Always room for improvement, son.
Just saying.
Yep, always room for improvement.
Yeah. Number 1.
No, you're not number 1. You don't know who is number 1?
D.
Smitty Worgen Vanderman Jensen. He was
Smitty
number 1.
Weberman Jensen? He is number 1.
Smithy. What is a Smithy Werger Man Jensen?
Smithy Weberman Jensen. He was always number 1. He never did a number 2.
Smitty Werben Jaeger Man Jensen. I actually looked it up. It's Smitty Werben Jaeger Man Jensen.
You know why he was number 1? Because he drank Jaeger all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have no idea what that means, Phoenix.
He's talking about the corners.
Yeah, that's the corners. So melee goes on the right, left.
So I'm guessing. So here's my theory behind that concoction he's made. All right, the double line
5,
thingy where it's got 2
4,
lines going up
3,
and down between the
2,
2 and the 1 is
1.
the stairs. So they start over Miar, where BG's is right now, and they move it to 2, where the purple diamond is, and they move to 3 all the way across the way where Moon is, and then I guess they go back down, or they start over in 4.
I don't know.
The easiest way to do this, boss, is for the tanks to start over towards these steps, like right at it. Once that's filled up, you move over to where you come down the steps. Once that's filled up, you move over to these block steps over here. So you're doing a V. You're taking up half of the floor. Once you reconnect to go back over. And the range is taking the rest of the back, so we're not dropping all the extra robots on you.
Can you hear me, D?
Yep.
Yup.
Who's that?
Gain.
It's Luke.
Wait, Luke speaks?
Yes, Luke does have a voice.
Luke talks?
And he has the Force with him.
Luke, say something else.
It's like Zuli,
Just
the
so I know
mysterious
your
beast.
No, just so I know your voice, so I can know, during the race. Gone.
Nope.
He's gone.
You spooked him.
He's gone. Yup.
Listen, all right, you gotta look at it like you're looking at a Zuli, right? She's like a baby deer, right? She comes up and she'll poke her head out, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, it's so cute and amazing!" And then as soon as you do that, as soon as that glimmer of hope comes, she hides back away in the forest.
We need to be communicating the robots faster. That's just the mechanic of this fight.
The Broken mentioned something about tanking him on the stairs and then moving in a V formation for organization. You want to give that a try? She can re-explain if you want.
So, moving forward, just call me Q, because I couldn't understand the enunciation of some people calling out my name. So, for moving forward, QAnon is Q.
Wait, are you from Impractical Jokers?
Just saying, I said I was gonna call you Q.
Call me R.
Well, you're baby boy in my books, alright?
Yeah.
Can we call you Jack? Can you please make a character named Baby Boy?
Sure, I can do that.
I want you to main that character then.
I mean it for a classic.
Yeah, oh, please, for classic, name it Baby Boy. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Check your flask.
Broken, is this the V you're talking about? The stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, we're starting on Skull. And you got, the range should be not on top, but close to Skull, all of them. And then we move as a group.
That's basically what I was doing, only with 4 corners.
Yep.
All right, so
yeah, that's what I thought too.
we tank him on X, we tank him on Skull, we move to the other side of the gate, and then we move
No.
to Triangle.
We
Oh,
all
just-
start on Skull.
Okay, so
But
just
in range, you'll be close to, I mean, at least 20 yards to the side.
so when are we switching from stairs to another stair?
We just need to move according to the robots. So the robots are getting out of control. We move. Well, essentially, all the robots, all the first 3 robots, should be close to the Skull. If everybody's stacked correctly. Right, waiting on Kren, Pod.
I think I DC'd.
Yeah, this is BG. I was like all lagged out for a second, but I'm good.
So whoever is leading the range, basically what we want to do is like, is it you, Phoenix? Like you want to
Well,
keep us?
Unfortunately, we can't mark anybody because
Yeah.
DBM's gonna mark the robots, and it's
Right.
gonna get rid of our marks all the time.
Well, I was just saying, basically, whoever it is that we're following, if it's Phoenix, like, you want to keep us in range distance of Skull. When they move to X, you're going to take us closer to Skull. That way, there's always going to be a clear path for everyone to make.
I thought in this strat, tanks and melee are starting on X. Is that the idea?
You start on Skull, then they go to X, and then
okay. So tanks and melee are starting on Skull, then X, then
yeah.
Everyone's ready.
Triangle.
Is everybody ready? Waiting on Phoenix.
All right. So if we're doing that, then we should be starting by the block by Moon, and then we should be going mid, and then we should be going to the block by Star.
Yellow. Yes.
Yeah. If that's the way we're doing it.
Yeah.
Because we're making the same V pattern, only we're making it as a ranged and healing group.
Right. Because when we start in the middle, 9 times out of 10, the buster comes straight through us, grouped up right there at the middle, and we're splitting, and half of us are getting hit because of it. And then it's like we start getting walled.
Yes. Once you're in a robot, you can move it the hell out of the middle and off to the edges.
Preferably group them up.
Yep. Went on Taylash.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Calculated your odds of survival. They are not in your favor. Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Beware.
Buster.
Move to X,
Get out
guys.
of it.
Move to X.
And yep.
3, 2,
Get ready for a shocking twist.
Aren't we supposed to stack the robots, not keep them super separate?
That's the idea.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, move to X. Wormhole.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Buster.
Move to X. It's stack.
To introduce a favorite
4,
gadget of mine.
3, 2,
I'd advise you to stay grounded.
Taunting.
Move to triangle.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's cut you down to
We're getting shrunk. I'm shrunk. Getting the blue robots.
Where should I take him?
To triangle.
All right, Phoenix
Purple and
green.
green.
Phoenix green corkscrew, or the purple chicken. Red wrench. Okay, I have Pykel red. Pykel red.
I can't hit any buttons.
Run away, little girl.
You call mine then.
Blue,
Wrench.
red,
Beware.
yellow.
Screw.
Red.
Skull.
I hit blue. And a bomb went off. Just reset this.
Everybody stop attacking.
one down.
I have no buttons.
Reset your reset your thing.
Robot's still taking too long. And you guys are all spread out. You weren't grouped up in them.
Okay, I'm not understanding how we're supposed to move. I thought we were moving from like the skull side to the middle and to the other side.
Okay, so they're gonna start off the encounter on Skull. So what we are is about 20 meters away on the Skull side.
Right, back by the Rex.
Yep. So when they move him to X, we move in the same type of V pattern. We move in front of X just about 20 meters back. And then when they move them to the final spot on Triangle, we move again backwards about 20 meters behind Triangle. So that way we are staying within range, but at the same time not so close that we're dropping robots on them.
Okay.
In theory, like when it was time for everybody to go into the robots, in theory, if they're grouped well and everybody can get to them fast enough, it's a quick, clean move, and then they're cleared out. The floor's clear fast.
Boots down.
There's a lot of ranged healers on that side.
They're getting food. Everybody's ready, countdown.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You face the pinnacle of gnomish technology. Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Beware.
Moving.
4, 3, 2,
Get
1.
ready for a shocking twist.
Take them.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Maybe back to X.
Beware.
Back to X. There's one by green we're sticking.
Allow me to introduce a favorite
4,
Take him.
3,
Got him.
Get ready for
There's one here too.
Okay, take them. It's fine. You can be in between the three now.
Run away, little girl.
Robot placement is good.
3,
Get ready to get in the robots.
1.
I need you to take them when you can. I'm shrunk.
I got bot.
Blue cane, red. Green.
I'm in box.
Yellow Blue cane. Tail-ash red. Tail-ash purple. Tail-ash yellow. Call me up.
Call his.
Ren purple. Ren green. Ren yellow.
Everybody out.
You take them as soon as you can. We're starting on green. Or we can start on skull. We can start on skull.
Take one on skull.
Skull, skull, skull.
Moving in.
Hey, move to green. Move to green.
4, 3, 2,
Take him.
1.
I got him.
Wormhole, do not use your mobiles.
Staying on green.
See how you handle this little gizmo.
Beware.
Somebody blew us out.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna cover it with a cooldown.
That means Izzy's next.
Take him to the X.
4,
No, you don't need
3, 2, 1.
We're getting shrunk soon. Pick your robot. Take him.
Pro green. Tail-ash
moving.
purple.
Solar.
Beware.
Pro purple. Tail-ash yellow. Pro yellow. Tail-ash blue.
You're yellow. Red.
Run away, little girl.
Purple.
Get out.
Take him
Back
to skull.
to skull.
Get Izzy up.
Take him.
Four, three, two.
I'd advise you to stay grounded.
Take him.
Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Ugly, you got this
Take
one.
him.
Got him.
Beware.
Us can move out of the way.
That's gonna go right through you guys.
Need somebody who get that root.
4, 3,
Getting shrunk in 3.
2, 1.
They're too close. My Avenger Shield will hit them.
4,
I'm shrunk, or somebody shrunk.
1.
Beware.
X.
Wormhole, wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
One. Fuck.
Beware.
Hold down.
Us fuck at him.
I'm in green, but I can't see it. Alright.
Phase 2.
Keep on calling the robots, please.
Have red. Phoenix has red.
He's colorblind.
What? You have the sprocket. Gear. You have the yellow thing. Looks like a screw, I guess.
Ren,
Call me
you
out
got
too.
wrench. Ren, you have screw. Ren, you have the gear. Drac, you have the gear.
He's having a
Gonna get out.
cooldown.
4,
Somebody
I'm in
blew us
skull.
up.
I'm in.
2, 1.
He's in a robot.
I'm in robot.
shrunk
D
again.
of yellow.
3, 2,
Blue.
Beware.
Red.
Two.
Alright, who needs to be called?
Me.
I do.
Right next to you.
Got lots of robots down.
Red.
It's probably red,
Beware.
yellow, green.
Kurumi, you have a bomb.
I need to get out. I've been here for too long.
Alright, who do I need to call before I get out?
Lara.
It's about to be a
Where are
light.
you?
Victory are decreasing
Yellow,
exponentially
purple,
by the second.
red.
One down.
Yeah,
Get
if you
out.
have a bomb, you have to pay attention to freaking mechanics, please. If you have a bomb over your head, you stop and you move away.
Broken, you
You
want
able to reset it?
I'm just gonna reset it.
Please do.
Stop hitting him. Don't touch boss.
All right, if I get in one, I'm just gonna call them out for people.
That's what I've been doing.
I mean, you know how to identify the colors, though, right?
No, I can just tell them shapes.
Oh, okay.
They're
So,
numbered also, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it works.
Well, they're not numbered on my screen though. I have either colors or I have shapes.
Why we're dropping two?
No, I think she's saying by what color is for her. Then you say that number for you. So
Like when the little keyboard.
No,
appears
don't
at
worry
it-
about the. You can call colors for me. Don't worry about it because I know the order, so I know the corresponding order with the color.
right, and that's what I was trying to say, because you can identify the shape by the orientation of the. Right, it got a little messed up there, but I'll pull out.
Sorry, I was responsible for the first bomb. I was attempting to run. I ran the wrong way out of the worm.
Hey Sam,
I don't know if I was or not. I DC'd.
Sam, are you doing something?
Phoenix, you're open mic.
Are you doing something with Netflix?
Don't tell him that. I want to hear this conversation.
It's Prime.
More importantly, did anyone else see the stuff about Tifa Lockhart for Final Fantasy VII?
No.
She looks awesome.
Looks
Phoenix.
lit.
Phoenix, are you back?
Yeah.
What are
You're
we doing
open
about
mic.
Daylash?
Is he leaving?
He wasn't accepting the response.
I don't know. These mini breaks are wasting a lot of time.
Should we just dying and then get right back to it?
Yeah, well, we are progressing through phase 1, and the strategy is working very well, so we're keeping up with it. We just have to call out what icon we're going to, depending on how clusterfuck the robot. But we always
Well,
start on
well-
skull if it's open.
So the idea for ranged and heals is to bait them to us. So
Basically, yeah, like we want to.
So we want to be on the opposite side, like the opposite corner, to bait them. We want to bait them into the next robot, basically. So if they spawn, if the melee and tank group are on Skull, and we have a robot that drops on Skull, we want to be by Moon. But if a robot or drops while they're on Triangle, we actually want to be over by Skull to get them to bait over to where the robots already are.
So
they get
so
them
how do you
nice
do that?
Well,
in a
see,
clustered area.
it's really easy because you have 2 healing monks in the group, and I threw out my ring of peace into the melee to knock the robot back towards us, and Solara can do the exact same thing. That way, it's knocking it from the melee. You guys don't have to move as fast.
Yeah, that helps. But how do you bait them though? Like you just have to be close to them, and then it starts randomly going after you.
It automatically goes towards range and healer.
Yeah.
So so like if you're on the other side of the room and the melee group and the tank room is on this side of the room, they're gonna come towards us. So we want to bait them in a way where they come to where the last robot was dropped. So we keep them clustered together, not all over the place. I mean, they're pretty good the way it is, so it hasn't been that bad.
When on mistake.
I think during the next phase, though, we should have kind of a designated spot for people to go after the robots are clear.
Biggest thing is everybody needs to focus on the mechanics. 'Cause people cannot be blowing up the group.
Everybody marked ready.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I've calculated your odds of survival. They are not in your favor. Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Beware.
Take him.
Buster.
Superior Gnomish artillery.
4, 3, 2.
I'd advise you to stay grounded.
Bombs.
Take him.
3,
And
Let's move on.
1.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
We're all taking them to X.
Beware.
Of superior Gnomish artillery. Let's see how you handle this little
4,
gizmo.
3, 2.
I'd advise you to stay grounded.
Bomb soon. I have bomb.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You've got a small problem on your hands.
I am shrunk.
Fire's in blue square.
Okay, fire, green. Blue. Red. Q, blue. Green. Red, call me.
D, yellow. Green. Red.
Everybody out.
Run away, little girl.
Back to skull. Yeah, skull.
Superior Gnomish artillery.
Take him.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Take him.
Beware.
Got him.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Bombs.
Taking him back to skull.
See how you handle this little gizmo.
Beware.
For it.
Four,
Moving him to skull.
3,
X.
2,
No, we can stay
1.
here. Super shrunk.
4,
The non-one.
2,
Get ready for
Rumi.
beware.
Buster cannon.
Why is it?
Mystique. Mystique.
Allow me to introduce a favorite
Run away, little girl.
You guys have to call out what's going on here.
Black yellow.
I can't see it.
Black yellow. Red. Green.
Izzy, what killed you?
Hold on.
I was.
Shirla, you got the hand purple.
4, 3,
You got blue gear. Green.
Tony.
Can I get out?
Yeah. I don't know how I got stunned. I fucking said exactly. I did what you.
Cool down.
Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Cool down extension.
Take him when you can. Taking it to green.
beware.
For it.
Buster.
Have way too many robots active right now.
Just keep you busy.
And we're going to phase 2. Get to the edges, please. Get to the edges for phase 2. Do not step on people. Pay attention if you have a freaking bomb. I am shrunk. I'm going to robot.
I'll start calling out.
I'll call you first. Oh, Pyko's on what?
Pyko red.
Nope, no robot.
I can't see any
Pyko,
colors. Oh, there.
Pyko wrench. Big E's red. Big E's purple. Big E's blue.
Hold down.
4,
Mystique red.
3, 2, 1.
Mystique yellow. Mystic Blue, Michael, Wrench.
Beware. 3, 2, 1.
Number.
Beware.
Call me.
Red, purple. Run red.
I'm in
Green.
one.
Call mine. The hunter's by the yellow marker.
It's white.
Oh yeah.
Your odds of victory are declining.
Is that the bar? Is that called a pet?
I'll be right
bar
back.
when you're in that thing? Because I can't. It's mine's so small. The speed I can't. Alright.
All right, I'm making this group small. We need to down this boss.
With everybody being all over the place, it seems like it's difficult for healers to heal people because I know I'm not getting any heals in phase 2 or 3. Yeah.
In phase 2, I could have sworn Thas says that healers don't go in.
Yeah, they're not supposed to, but it seems like we're not getting enough heals.
Because
There
I'm
was
dying when.
also like 5 people who went in all at once.
I'm just dying when I get the bomb dot, and then the robots go off, and I'm just not getting healed. Like I already used my defensives, but
So here's
maybe
the
it's
thing.
because I'm out of distance.
When
Probably.
when you get a bomb during phase 2, you're going to get a dot on you. That's the thing that we don't need on people. Now, if you get the dot on you, and you don't pop a personal cooldown, something that's going to save your life, we cannot be sure to save you, okay? That's just how it is. Every time I go take a bomb, I pop my Dampen Harm, or my Fortifying Brew, or I activate one of my bubble abilities, because I'm an engineer. You need to pop something as soon as that counter on the top of your head hits 2. Because if you take the full brunt of the damage and then walk your sorry ass back over, we will not be able to heal through it all, alright? It's just flat out how it is. Because by the time you get to us and we're within range, you're going to be dead. Alright, and we're not playing patty cake with you and walking all the way over there just to wait for you to explode, to then dot you up, and then jump back to the rest of the raid. You all have personal cooldowns that are anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half to 2 minutes cooldowns. I have not seen someone get the bomb twice in the same row. Alright, so that means you have plenty of time to get that CD back that'll save your life. Pallies have bubbles. Izzy has Ignore Pain or whatever the hell it's called. I have Dampen Harm, so does Broken.
Ignore Pain? What are you talking about?
You have
That's
like
a warrior.
Or warrior, I'm sorry. I know you priests have one that increased their health by a shit.
What?
Boomkins have Barkskin. Ash Kitten literally has Shadow Cloak or whatever the hell it's called, and that reduces damage taken. All of the Demon Hunters have Fade and or Darkness. Which, by the way, Darkness can literally make you ignore most of the damage, because you can literally mitigate it.
I just also want to point out that, I mean, you can say that, but it's also, in my case, has not been enough. Because I've been popping Barkskin and Healthstone, like, when I get the bomb, and using my own personal...
with renewal.
Barkskin and Bear Form. Done.
Also, guys,
I pop Barkskin and Renewal, and then I also, if I need it, I use a Hellstone, if I have it, and I also spam Regrowth on myself, and it's still not enough.
well, I think really honestly, part of the problem is the first couple pulls, we had extra damage coming out, so your personals aren't enough.
Also,
that's just a given.
Also, the debuff lasts for 20 seconds. Personals don't last for that long. Barkskin lasts for 12. Ice Block lasts for less than that.
But when you get, my point is when you pop your CD, you're going to mitigate the initial damage when you explode. Then you're going to mitigate for however long that CD lasts, which is probably enough time to get your sorry ass back to the group, is what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not asking you to pop it through the entire thing. Once you get back in group, I always hot whoever has the debuffs, and then I make sure to use Ward of Envelopment on those people, so that all that damage you're going to be taking is going to get absorbed. And then I pop essence fonts so that everyone has a hot on them. There's
Also, guys, check your racials because we're more characters. Like, I have Warstomp, and that can stun some of those robots too. There's things that we can do to try to, just maximize.
Like, I think we're getting to phase 2.
Now we don't have a stamina buff.
Sorry.
Just go out. Go everybody out. Everybody out.
I was gonna link the goblin jump and say if anybody else has a goblin, they can use that to jump out of the way. And instead of linking it, I clicked.
4, 3, 2,
You should heal yourself before you guys die. People that died use personal food.
Am I still healing or am I DPSing now?
You're healing. I made the group slightly smaller. We're gonna move on from there. If this continues to fill, I'm gonna make it smaller.
1 tank, or 2 tanks, 1 DPS, and 5 healers. We got that.
Could you just give one of the tank shirt kings one of the healers your wisdom, please?
Yeah, I'll give please thank. Countdown. The placement in phase 1 was good. We have to get out of phase 2.
5, 4,
Alive.
3, 2.
Phase 2, at the end of phase 2 is him dead.
I've calculated your odds of survival. They are not in your favor. Let's see how you handle this little gizmo.
Moving.
Buster.
Moving.
4, 3, 2,
Get ready for a shocking twist.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
That was a terrible placement.
Buster.
Back to act.
I need a reroute on Moon.
Take him. That bomb. We're getting shrunk soon.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
3 robots are back to each other.
Ren shrunk.
I got boss. I'm staying by X.
Unfortunately, Pod shrunk.
Pod purple. Pod yellow.
Ren chicken.
Pod red. Phoenix 1. Phoenix 2. Phoenix 4.
2, 1.
Go and call me.
Ren chicken. Gear.
Run away, little girl.
Spring.
Everybody out.
Beware.
Get back to Skull.
Buster.
One down. More to go.
4,
Take him.
3,
I got him.
3, 2, 1.
Take him.
beware.
Wormhole. Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Alright.
Let's see how you handle this little gizmo.
You want Pykel up?
Beware.
Buster.
Superior gnomish artillery.
So we're on X.
2, 1.
People are shrunk. Identify
Fire
your
and
robot.
green triangle.
Ash and skull. Fire green.
Beware.
Fire purple.
Bomb, dude.
Fire blue. Q blue. Q red. Q green.
Ash yellow. Ash red. Ash green.
Guys out.
Take him to a skull.
Res crewmate.
I got 3 dead. Want to reset?
Reset it. Stop BPSing.
4, 3, 2.
Make sure you guys are repairing. If your gear's shot to shit, you will die quickly.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, why'd you get that?
Let's see how you handle this little gizmo.
Beware.
Take him.
Take him to X.
Let's move to X.
4, 3, 2.
Get ready for a shocking twist.
Bombs up.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
We'll find
Take
out
him.
where they are.
Take him.
Got him.
Run away, little girl.
That same shitty place.
Goes by the farthest person away.
Just go on the green. We're going to green.
Buster.
Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
3, 2.
Get ready for a shocking
X.
We're moving. I wouldn't do the X because then there's no movement for them.
Hey, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck, I'm gonna blow up. I'm not gonna make it. That was my bomb.
Red triangle.
More to go.
We need a lot of
Phoenix.
fast calling.
1. Phoenix 4. Phoenix 5. Lucane green. Lucane yellow. Lucane red.
Beware.
Rend wrench. Rend gear.
Ah shit. Get out of your things.
Four, 3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
That's X.
Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Beware.
For it.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
People are shrunk. Can you take them?
4, 3, 2.
Fire's in the one next to the
Sir.
portal.
Start calling people.
Fire purple. Fire purple. Fire yellow. Blue.
See how you handle this little
Next.
Red.
Take him, dude.
Got him.
What?
Friend red.
Gotcha.
Yellow. Purple.
Oh, Pyko.
Here.
Pyko blue. Oh, sorry.
Blue, red.
I hit the wrong button.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Is that what to do? Just reset it.
Sorry, Pyko. That one threw me because I thought you had said we could go ahead and call colors.
We're supposed to call
So
colors.
Phoenix is colorblind, not Pykel, and 2, he knows the colors.
I know the colors. You don't have to call the numbers.
Just to let everyone know, I'm done healing you if you get hit by Buster Cannon. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so Phoenix, if I call you red, you'll know what to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so it's
I
just
know
when
them
you're
by
calling
the.
somebody,
I know them
you
by
gotta
the
call.
shape.
So whenever you, okay, so it's just that whenever you're calling somebody, you just call the symbol.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Fire.
That's okay. That's why I just got confused, and then I was like, "Oh shit, do I call it or not call it?"
Well, I can't remember who said
Yeah.
that they were colorblind.
I'm just gonna
so-
go with colors.
Yeah, just call colors, guys. I'm the only one that's calling shapes.
Lukeen, are
Alright,
you
sorry
ready?
for calling numbers, and I'm not. My bad.
I've calculated your odds. One down, more to go. Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine. One day,
Beware.
ask for it.
4, 3, 2,
Get
1.
ready for a shocking twist.
Get away from the wall, you're gonna get one shot. Breast the dead. Repair if need be. Like, this boss is not even difficult, we're just overcomplicating things. Okay, are you ready?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I've calculated your odds of survival. They are not in your favor. Let's see how you handle this little gizmo.
Take him.
That was quick.
4, 3, 2,
I'd advise you to stay grounded.
Bombs. 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 Who's just not moving? BGs.
Pykel, Pykel.
2, 1.
Shit.
Reset it.
Somebody in melee.
He lagged out.
It was BGs.
He's lagged out.
beware.
Target terminated. Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget.
Someone stole aggro.
One down. Get ready for
Broken died, and then I was next on the list.
Yeah, but
He
Solar's
just
on it.
texted me. He lost his power. Sorry.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Did BG's disconnect or what the hell happened there?
He lost power. Just kick him for now. I don't think he's gonna come back. He's a bad start.
We're fucking this. He has to disappear for us to be able to boot him and actually lower the difficulty.
Solara DPS.
I'm gonna drop a feast.
We're down to
Okay.
239. I want to give this an attempt with current composition. It's supposed to be 239. People have to not get hit by the freaking cannon. Too many people are getting hit by the cannon. If you're casting something, stop and move.
That's the thing with me. I can't. There's nothing I can do if I get caught in the middle of it. I can't.
If you're in
stop the
I-beams,
attack,
you
I
can
can't
use your
cancel
spell
the
rush
attack,
to move
nothing. It's
forward.
just, I'm fucked. So I have to really keep on the eye lookout.
If your I-beams are active, you can fell rush and it will cancel it.
Alright, we're up to 15. Count down. Sorry. Ready, check.
Star, are you lagging?
Thank you for all the food.
Oh, it's pod.
Am I lagging?
5,
Just bouncing around
4,
everywhere.
3, 2, 1.
I've calculated your odds of survival. They are not in your favor. Let's see how you handle this little gizmo. Taste of superior gnomish artillery.
Somebody just ran right into it.
Get ready for a shocking twist.
Take them.
Four, three, two, one.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Cannons coming from the back across.
Okay, we're going back to Skull. Bomb soon. Then shrunk.
1.
You can
Got
take
him. I'm moving to green.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You've got a small problem on your hands.
I'm shrunk now, D.
Shrunk.
I got him.
Alright, I'm in.
Get in the robots if you're small. Karumi, get in a robot right now. Stop what you're doing, get in a robot.
Pro red. Pro purple. Yellow pro. Kurumi purple. Kurumi blue. Kurumi yellow.
Red,
his.
yellow.
Run away, little girl.
Green. Perp, red.
Moving to Skull.
Kurumi, just for future reference, you don't get out into a world.
Okay. Well, I couldn't move or I would have killed you, and the Buster Bomb got me behind the wall.
Bonus act.
Okay.
4, 3,
Take him.
2,
Tony.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
I'm gonna let him. Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
I'm going to blue. D is going to blue.
Hold on. To introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Beware.
For it.
Take him
Down the
side.
middle.
I bossed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Shrunk soon.
Need a root on X. Or skull.
Ashen triangle.
3,
Since I'm on
Steed red.
Beware.
I'm stunned.
Phoenix yellow. Phoenix purple. Phoenix red.
Do you want to reset?
Yes, please.
Ash wrench. Ash gear.
Don't touch.
Stop
Ash
DPSing.
chicken. Alright, out.
Honestly, there are way too many people getting hit by Buster Cannon.
Well, like I stated, I was behind the wall, keeping from blowing up, and got shot with the Buster Cannon.
Yes, and that is acceptable. So
I kind of watched my demise coming towards me.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that one.
Yeah, I'll be back
That's
in 1
like the
second.
only RNG.
That that last one was a double-edged sword though, because there was someone with the bomb, so I moved away from the bomb person that wasn't behind the pillar, and I get hit by the cannon at the same time. So it's like you got to pick one or the other.
If there are two people in the same pillar, stay. It's
Oh no,
better
no,
to
no,
kill two.
no, no! I don't mean I had a bomb. I mean someone didn't go behind the pillar, so I tried to blink away from them. You know, try to get further away from the blast, but I blinked right into the cannon because they weren't behind the pillar.
If
You
people are
getting
behind
away
the
from the
pillar,
blast doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how far away you are. You're still going to take the same amount of damage.
right? So if somebody doesn't go behind the pillar and they're over by condom and I'm over by X, I'm still gonna get the same tick that everybody that's close to the condom people. That just absolutely destroys us, and that cannot go off in the group. For a situation like Kren said, that's fine. That might happen. If it does, use your mitigation to survive.
Hey, D, how was the healing on that one, guys? Looks like we might need a little more healing. What do you think?
We need people to stop getting hit by the damn cannon is what we need. Because essentially there's not a lot of damage going out. The only times we get damage is when the robots are active, and the robots should die quickly. Essentially, people can heal this. Assuming people are following the damn mechanic.
Like, my numbers were low on that one because for some reason I was getting like a huge fucking frame rate spike. And I was just, I couldn't, I had to like sit there for like 30 seconds the one time. I think we have enough healing, to be honest. We just, the mechanics need to be followed. Like, got it. Buster cannons behind walls. When you're behind a wall with a bomb, that's acceptable to die from that. I'll battle res that. But like, if you're like standing out here in the middle and you get hit in the face with a Buster cannon because you either one, weren't paying attention and tunneling, or two, you know, you just figured, fuck it, I'll get healed through it anyway, that's the wrong answer.
Is Missy coming back?
I got hit that time with the
His-
Buster cannon.
He
running
said his
with the
computer just restarted on its own. It rebooted.
Did we lose Izzy? Oh no, never
A long
mind.
time ago. He's rebooting, but I don't know how long it's gonna take.
Time is well, we could do 5 minutes at least.
Yeah, I say that's a good idea. Let him get back in.
Hello?
Yo.
My computer restarted for some reason. That was weird.
The hell is that noise?
It's not the barrels right in front of us.
Five, four, three, two, one.
boss gun?
Same one.
Jaina.
Already? Sweet. Alright, sold my Infinity.
Sweet. Did you get good money?
I get alright. Have to pay it off in a little bit extra, but not much.
Alright, countdown.
Wait, I'm coming.
No, we can't add right now.
Oh, really? So I can log off?
3, 2,
It's up to you.
Oh, you're not gonna invite me then.
Technology! Let's see how you handle this little gizmo!
We made the group a lot smaller, by the way.
Beware.
Moving.
That's why you can't invite me.
Not with current composition.
Okay.
Take them.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl. Beware.
Moving to X.
Let's see how you handle this little gizmo!
I got him.
Get ready for a shocking twist!
Take them. Moving to green.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready for robots. Shrunk, I'm going in. I'll be calling. Solara, purple. Green. Yellow. Ash, yellow. Green. Red. Call mine.
Red. Blue. Purple.
Everybody out. Bombs out.
Take them.
Cannon towards your
Going
orange.
back to Skull. Moving. Zax.
3, 2,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Take them.
Beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Somebody's bomb go off.
Yeah, I got killed long away.
Michael got smushed.
Beware.
I'm gonna leave
4,
around the rest.
Reset or no?
2,
Just said it, we lost 3.
Dead.
4, 3, 2,
Get
1.
ready for a
Beware.
twist!
Sure, Broken is able to reset it.
Terminated!
Nope. He's too close to the game.
To introduce a favorite
Run away, little girl.
Engage!
Run away.
Do you think the healer should hold on to a cooldown for when wormhole and the bomb goes up, so the person with the bomb doesn't die and just trigger off the spell?
The cooldown is usually after one of the touchdowns. Whenever it does when it does AOE damage to everybody, that's probably the best time, especially if we've got like 3 or 4 robots up.
The problem was that when you die with a bomb, so Pykel had a bomb, he got smushed by Mechatork. When you die, the bomb instantly goes off.
Right.
So he got smushed, and everyone got the debuff.
So you got smushed by running into the circle? I'm confused.
No, must have been within the perimeter of the circle, so he automatically got smushed.
Trying not to get stunned by the robots. I was going around, so it took me long.
Good food. All right, cool down or countdown.
Five,
Even with a smaller group, we
four,
can't even get into phase 2. What's
3,
going on?
2, 1.
I've calculated your odds of survival. They are not in your favor. Let's see how you handle this little gizmo.
Move to X.
Moving.
Beware.
Ask for it.
4, 3, 2,
Get
1.
ready.
As you got hit, didn't you?
Shocking twist.
You sure did.
Take him, please.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Run away, little
All right.
Landing area.
Where are we moving them to? Green?
Superior.
Well,
No
count in.
Let's see how you handle this little
4,
gizmo.
3, 2,
I'd advise you to stay
Okay, let's move on.
grounded.
Take him.
On a skull.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4,
People are gonna get shrunk soon.
2, 1.
You've got a small problem on your hands.
I'm shot, friend. Corner triangle. Sorry, we can. Q green. Q purple. Q blue. Lucane green. Lucane red.
4,
Luke purple.
I'd advise you to stay grounded.
Rend red. Move the group to X.
Ren green. Ren purple.
Everybody out.
Superior. No
It's coming straight through.
Where do you want them?
Let's start on X.
Greens and teals should be over by Moon.
Be on X. We should be on X. You're on skull.
4,
I'm sorry.
2,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Got
beware.
Wormhole.
Run away, little girl.
Get ready to run your bombs.
The bomb quickly.
Allow me to introduce a favorite gadget of mine.
Bots coming out. Need another route.
Beware.
Taste of superior
Okay, moving to green.
artillery.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Careful with the robot. People are shrunk. Moving back to skull.
4, 3, 2,
Can you take him?
beware.
Cannons coming through.
Phoenix purple. Phoenix blue.
Allow me to introduce a favorite
Phoenix yellow.
landing area.
Luke spring. Luke wrench. Luke chicken.
Call. Somebody needs to be called.
There's nobody else in.
Oh, okay.
Taunt.
Got him.
Twist.
46%.
How you handle this little
Take him.
gizmo.
Beware.
For it.
Four, 3, 2.
Take him.
Taunting.
This should keep you busy for a while.
4,
Phase 2.
2.
Get to the sides. You shrunk, get in a robot, immediately start calling.
Ren's strong. I'm gonna start calling him.
Fire
Yeah,
and
I'm
green
sure.
triangle.
I'm in max.
Pod blue. Pod purple. Pod yellow. Fire purple. Fire yellow. Fire
Red,
blue.
red.
Pro yellow. Pro red.
4,
We just had the whole
Pro
red.
purple.
2, 1.
Ren red.
Yeah, the
Yellow.
bomb went off in the group.
Blue.
Broken, can you reset before
I
you die?
don't know.
Nope.
One.
It's too much damage.
2, 1. Beware.
I'm done, guys. I don't want to waste 30 more minutes of your time. Same mechanics are not being followed, and we keep on wiping the same bullshit.
One down, more to go.
The officers can go to the officer channel after this. We need to discuss something.
I'm already there.
Beware. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, Harling.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
Night, guys.
Give me a minute.
No, you have 6 seconds.
I'm not gonna put logs because there's no point.
You should put logs. I want to see
No,
my
there
healing.
won't be any logs.
There
There'll
would
be
be.
logs, but
You'll
nothing
just
for
see
completion.
whites.
Yeah, I don't think it
That'd
even
just be
displays
rank.
mechanic failures for this boss.
It does. It
No,
says
you
who
can still
died.
see. You can still see what spells and who got hit and how much.
Yep, it shows who died, who got hit, and all that nonsense.
It's gonna be ugly if we even want to look at it.
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, we're not gonna be able to down this because people still don't understand the mechanics. They tunnel too much, and we keep dying to the same shit, which is bombs going, people getting hit by the stupid blast.
Many deals for a friend of the ground.
Oh, look at the damn numbers. The top 4 people that were getting hit were the 4 main healers. So that tells me that they're not moving. And followed by that, it is a lot of the range DPS that are moving. And I don't know what is going on. The healers know better than to stand in garbage. That's all they ever bitch about. Constantly. It's like the healer, being a healer's number 1 go-to thing. It's don't stand in garbage. I'm not going to heal it.
Yeah, today's performance was bad. We can try this again. I will extend the lockout again and give it a try. I will absolutely need everybody to know the fight and be able to explain it to me how the mechanics work before we even continue to do this again, because I do not want to waste your guys' time. I don't want to waste my.
The robot callouts are taking way too long too.
Yeah. Well, it's not even the robot callouts. No one wants to take the fucking initiative to be the second person.
Yeah, when we sit there for a solid 10 seconds with nobody saying anything, that is the problem.
You know, I made this same thing before we even started this boss and got started on the first tries. If Ren has 3 people, if it's Ren, myself, and then Pykel, and Ren says Pykel's colors first, Pykel is the one that calls Ren. It's super simple. All you gotta remember is, alright, you know, Ren picked me first. Alright, I gotta call his colors. Done.
So basically, let's see who's here.
So, with the healing, here's the biggest issue, because a lot of people aren't following the mechanics. Having a set event as to which to pop the cooldown is more difficult to determine. Because, you know, you may have like someone who dies to one mechanic and then has a bomb go off, and at the same time he does his blast off, and when he hits the ground, does additional damage on top of that AoE damage, which naturally you would know to call a cooldown right there to cover that damage. But because it wasn't a normal mechanic, it was more or less a compilation of like a bunch of like, oh shit, I fucked up, I died, and that went off. It's hard to tell if that's when you should use it or if you should save it for one of the actual ones that does bigger damage.
So I don't know exactly what you guys want to plan to do for Thursday. I would probably just recommend doing Mythic Pluses instead of banging your heads against this. The least thing we need is to lower the morale more than what it is now. Especially with having to replace me and
I think
Karimi.
we fucking just start from square one, and we run whatever else. Because numbers and DPS are still fucking ridiculously low.
Maybe we should just run a normal so people can actually grasp the concept of how to follow a mechanic.
Well, and you
Yeah,
have
it's
some
not gonna
newer
help.
people too that still need gear, don't you?
No,
We
most
have
of the
the
people
gear
are.
to clear this on heroic easily. We have the gear way by far.
I'm spending a lot of my time doing crowd control and not a lot of time DPSing and avoiding. Well, I avoid mechanics as well, but I can't be the number one on crowd control at all
But
times.
see, see, that's understandable. But in the same respect, you not being able to do as much DPS, but freeing up that mechanic is actually a beneficial thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
and that's
stop
fine.
I stop in
happy
crowd
to
control
do
when
it
I
if-
can, but I'm not healing as much because I'm stopping to do crowd control. So I'm not mad about it.
Right, we just need other people doing it.
I did see the monks
I see a
popping
robot
in a
floating
piece.
in the air. I know where it's gonna drop, and then if it's in a good spot, I'll root it. If it's in a spot where it's coming towards us, then I'll let it go for a while, and wait till it's in a good spot, and then I'll hit my my mass entanglement. But
One healer should
I'm
be
paying
doing it
attention to
anyway.
that position.
So we have a Frost Mage that has the ability to freeze them in place. We have 2 Boomkins that have Entangle, or should at least at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a couple of Pally stuns.
You got Pally stuns, you got monks bouncing. We can't make it any easier.
Well, I mean, druids are by far the best CC for that particular encounter because of the mass entanglement and then your secondary, roots. So you got 2 per druid, and that's 6 we got.
And they last longer than the Frost Nova.
Yeah, they last longer.
Honestly, to me, the robots are not the problem. The problem is people getting in the robots and calling the shit. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, the position of the robots actually is a problem, though, because if the robots are closer together, like I can't even see chat bubbles, which tells me people's names. When they're like yelling it out. For the color callouts, I can't even see those outside of like a certain range. It just they just fade out.
I don't understand how people aren't able to see the giant ass icons of those people's heads. Like, I don't think they're looking in the proper spots.
Well, my question is on some of the people that were jumping in the robots. As soon as they jumped in, they would call their name out. What add-on are you guys using that does that? Because not everybody was able to do.
I see it on bigwigs.
I see the name when I click on the person.
That's what I'm trying to avoid. Is the clicking on people.
When you are naturally just doing DBM will naturally make the robots have a name above them.
Yes.
They'll like shout it out and say Salira or Rend or whoever is in that robot. If you're looking at it above them, it will just show a name. Otherwise, your next best bet is to click on them.
Right, I've been clicking on them, but like the time that Solara got in there late, I saw it say Solara, so I was immediately.
Can you
Solara,
see
and then
mine when I yell it out?
the only times I see it is whenever they jump immediately, depending on when I got into it.
No, they will periodically just shoot up a name that says, whoever.
Yeah, it's in red, like they're yelling.
Correct. If you want to make it easier on yourself, and this is what I use, is I use the nameplates. So I have nameplates all over the place, and I only have friendly targets enabled for the nameplate.
Oh yeah, I don't have friendly nameplates. That gets
Because
too
once the robots go in there, the nameplates will change them to yellow, and then I know who's in what robot because their
That's actually a
nameplate
really
is
good
yellow.
idea. No, that's a good idea. I'm gonna try that. My problem is that because so much shit is going on, I'm having a hard time clicking on the fucking robot because there's people running across, or some other shit's in the way, or the robot might be the boss might be closed, and I'm having a hard time clicking on it. That's why I'm wasting time before I can call shit. But yeah, them turning yellow is gonna be fucking fantastic. That's basically what I want is. So that might essentially help everybody out. So we'll make that a thing everybody needs to do. For
I don't really give a shit who does what. I just want people to be able to understand not to get hit by the giant ass Mega Man pellet that shoots across the entire room.
Yeah, there's tons of people getting hit by that.
Out of this entire raid, I got hit once because people were bitching about Ring of Peace going down, so I put Ring of Peace, and that was what got me hit.
I got hit twice, and I laid out one bomb.
I didn't lay any bombs out. I only had one Mega Man pellet hit me, and the only other thing that was killing me was just ticks in general.
Yeah, then I was trying to heal you. My shit wasn't doing anything to you.
No, the amount of damage you take in there is ridiculous.
But that thing's all sorts of buggy as hell too, though. I was moving and positioning myself next to Pykel, and he wasn't getting hit, and I was getting hit by the cannon. But I didn't want to blink because I wanted to save it for when he does that thing where you have to move with the bomb.
Yep.
But I'm just gonna move.
Save it.
I only got hit like 3 times. On one of them, though, I had my shield, so it didn't hurt me. Because the shield takes the whole thing, and then it just goes away. But instead of, like, sitting next to him, because I'm literally right under him, and he won't get hit, and I get nailed by the very fringe of the cannon. So I'm just going to blink further away from now.
So let's get to the nitty-gritty, and let's just poke the bear. Zilly, what happened, girlie? Because you had 5 million damage from Buster Cannon.
No idea.
Are you just not seeing it, or are you just confused where it's coming out? Like, I just want to know, because we're all here to help people get this shit done.
I might have something to help might explain why Kurumi got hit so much. So there are instances when you're at range from that Buster Cannon. You may think it's going one place, and you're moving to avoid it, and you don't wind up avoiding
And it goes that way, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. You got it.
Because that's why I get hit a lot. That's why I get hit sometimes. I'm moving to avoid it, and I'm thinking I'm avoiding it, but I actually get hit.
And you run right into it. Yep, I've done that too. But like I said, my shield usually takes it.
I think the issue is that a lot of people don't know how to strafe.
Yeah, I
don't
think that's it too. You need to strafe.
Actually, I really don't because like my hots. Actually
Well, you do because you're number 4
player.
Number 4 in Buster Cannon damage.
I've never died to a Buster Cannon because my hots.
That doesn't matter.
Overheal it.
One, I was top healing you every single fight, unless I died early. So you have no excuse to say you can overheal it. 2, that's wasted mana. If you could just say I can out-heal it, that's wasted mana. That means we have to throw an Enerbait on you, or you have to sit down and drink a potion, and that's someone else not getting healed. I have half healer gear. All right, I ran in with a DPS shoulder piece with no Azerite traits and half baked Azerite traits, and I was number 1 healing. And I'm not sniping heals, and I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing basic AoE monk heals.
Again, not impressed, but that's how I do it. I don't get hit by a Buster very often, but when I do, I overheal it.
Number 4.
Yeah, well, the big thing is like, if you see that Buster Cannon like spark up, and you can't see the back of the robot, you should be strafing either to the left or to the right, or you should be turning your character physically and moving to the left or the right.
Healers cannot do that at all times. If I'm in the middle
Bullshit.
if I'm in the middle of a tranquility, I am not breaking my tranquility to avoid the.
Then you're just padding numbers. I cancel my stuff all the time. You think I do a full stream of Soothing Mist on someone? Hell no. I waste mana, sure. But I would rather have a blown out cooldown than someone taking additional damage than I have to additionally heal that your AoE heal or cooldown is not going to overheal.
So my question is, what's the difference between stopping the cast, then getting hit, and the cast still gets cancelled?
Because I reduce the damage and then heal 30% of my health back.
With Tranquility?
No, I do it with Bark Scan and Renewal if I get hit by the Buster during that cast. But that cast, the healing it puts out, is more than the damage I'll receive from that Buster Cannon.
Right, your class can do that, but Grimmy can't.
No, but most people don't have a channeled CC.
I'm just saying, if you're casting like one of your what is regrowth? 1.2 second cast for me. And that's not being in resto spec, or you're doing one of your hots. I'm not saying tranquility, but if you see that spark, you know, like and you're a healer or DPSing or whatever, if you see the spark, you should either be going to the left or to the right.
The only time I stop to really stand still to cast is regrowth, or I'm casting tranquility. Everything else is an instant cast.
I'm not picking on you, you know, personally. I'm saying like that anybody who sees that spark and can't see the very back of the robot, you know, should be moving to the left or the right to make sure 100% of the time that they're not getting hit by Buster the Cannon.
Yeah,
Well, for Christ's sake, you know, Pod said it best. I can't stop my I-beams. That's bullshit. You can easily stop I-beams by dashing, which would, 1, get you out of the way of Buster Cannon, and 2, end your I-beams.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that, but you explained it to him, and
It also
that's
does
when you...
time it so where it's not going to be right where the Buster is.
Or you put that that timer into DBM and you make that specific timer a lot larger.
Yeah, you can make it bigger.
Yep. And then
Which
you
is-
watch it, and then when the Buster Cannon goes off, that's when you time your I-beams.
I think the majority of it is people are not able to accurately are not accurately estimating the path that Buster Cannon is taking for the people at range. People in melee, like, it's not at all hard to realize I need to fucking move. But at ranged, you may move and think you're moving far enough, but you're not.
My question is, why aren't the melee stacking on the tanks?
I don't know.
Because the boss doesn't cleave.
The Buster Cannon takes up a fairly large linear path, which is about 10 to 15 yards, maybe even 20. So if you're not to the left or to the right of it, you're gonna get hit no matter what, you know. So that's why.
To defend the melee, though, there are trinkets that we have that are literally saying, you know, damaging it from behind will do 50% of damage done with leech. You know, so I'm going to purposely stand behind the boss as much as I possibly can, so I can self
Yeah, all you need to do as melee is to play like how everybody used to have to play and stand behind the
Yeah,
boss.
if you're behind the boss, you're not getting hit by the Buster Cannon.
Well, it depends on if he turns around or not.
No, he turns around every fucking time. That's what I was suggesting. Why aren't we just having the fucking melee stack on the tanks and DPS in front, like we do with...
Because I want to get my leech in, so I can self-heal.
Okay, well, what about everybody else?
Because they're stupid.
That's just melee, right? Oh, maybe because you haven't told them?
Right, no, the reason why I'm saying is Buster always focuses on range. Every single time. I have never seen a Buster Cannon go through the tanks. Like where he just starts to spark and just doesn't move and looks forward and throws it at the tanks. I've never seen...
He targets a random ranged player.
I know that. So he turns around and hits the people. So even like Solara said, if you have to be in the back, what about the sides? What about attacking the sides? There's going to be a 30% chance that you might get hit compared to a 100% chance you're going to get hit because he's going to turn around and throw the stupid bomb. Or cannon.
Well, the counter offer could be made that, let's just say we're all behind the boss. As soon as he turns around, you just walk forward. You don't have to kite all the way around him. You just run through him.
But that
and
wouldn't
then
be
you
an
turn
issue
around.
if people weren't tunneling.
Yeah, that is a valid point there too. Both of those are valid points.
Like, there used to be a lot of bosses during Legion that, as you say, they turned around to do an ability, and because you were behind him DPSing, all you did was walk through him, let him do his ability, and then you walked back, and you kept doing what you
But
were
I mean, in prior expansions, like you needed to be behind the boss at all times in order to in order to eliminate dodges and parries out of out of the hit chant. And now you don't have to do that, so people don't pay attention to being behind a boss anymore. They're just like, oh, I'm in the front of the boss, and I can just tunnel and do my rotation. Like if people would just play how you're supposed to play a melee, then it would be fine.
Same thing could be said about ranged. Brad took like 30 fucking cannon shots. All right, the dude constantly got hit. All right.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot tell you how much damage I stopped healing because of Buster Cannon.
There's
From
not
who?
a lot.
From Mystique.
He didn't take any.
He got hit a lot.
I call bullshit because I healed him up like 5 times in
Oh,
one
because
run.
I just saw your thingy.
It had him number 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought he was at the bottom. I was so worried because I was at the top.
No, the numbers are all skewed all over the place. The first one you saw was from the last fight, and then we had one that had overall. Overall, the healers got hit the damn most.
If anybody wants to know the most pro way how to strafe, I will teach you.
Hold the right button.
E and Q.
Hold the right button, but specifically if you have a mouse with a tilt wheel, you set your strafe right to tilt wheel right, and your strafe left to tilt wheel left, and then when you're holding the right button to move, you can use your pointer finger on your tilt wheel and use your middle finger on the right button, and that way you can strafe and move at the same time with your mouse.
Sorry, some of us can't do that.
Just
Okay, well, you don't need to do that. Everybody uses the WASD buttons, correct, to move.
No.
What?
If you use Q and
During
E,
fights, no.
Q and E strafe.
Hey, how do you guys move? Do you guys hit both of the mouse buttons to move forward?
Absolutely.
No.
In raid fights. Only in raid do I do that.
I've never used a WASD. All of them are key bound for different spells and stuff.
Right.
I use the 2 mouse buttons and E and Q to do all of my movement.
But honestly, that's not going to help anybody anyway. Because you're like preaching to the choir here. If you really want to make changes, then you need to like point out to people that are actually messing up. And not in an ugly way, but be like, you gotta let them know that they're the ones that are fucking up. Because
Well,
if
they
not,
know
they're
they're
gonna keep
fucking up.
doing the same thing. Well, no, I don't think anybody really does, because
No, Thas knows he's fucking up and he doesn't want to move. He'd rather cast Tranquility. We just went over this.
okay, but Cass is in here. Not everybody is. You know what I mean?
No, I had to sit Izzy because she kept dying. Every single fight, 30 seconds in, she was dead. Today was not her day for mechanics.
There's usually a Buster Cannon that got her.
Yeah, and then she would hit the floor, and then something else would hit her, and she would be dead.
Yeah, I know you told her, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, with the bombs, the people that were blowing us up, like towards the end, I don't know who it was that blew me up when I went into that cannon, but I mean, you either have to like tell them nicely, like, hey guys, you did this and you gotta fix it. Because if we're just in here in the officer chat and they don't know, then nobody's ever gonna change.
Well, I completely agree. But we also have to communicate that to everybody. I can't be the only person whispering every single person, because that's going to get old fat.
Can we just get a DK?
I don't think the robots are the problem, honestly. The robots are not.
They're not big problem, but it could be a lot better, and especially in like phase 2 where they're all over the place. It could help a lot.
I think we're doing fine with the robots in phase 1. The reason
I think phase 1's fine, but when we have like 5 or 6 robots out in phase 2,
but that's nothing that CC is going to fix. Because like Dee said before, the robots aren't being called fast enough. And in phase 2, the robots come quicker. So unless people...
Okay, well, if they're not getting called fast enough, then it's for a reason. So we need to figure out what that reason is.
Whenever I'm in the robots and I'm calling everybody else, those are the smoothest robot calls of the raid. Everybody else, I've noticed, struggles big time. But whenever I'm the one who's calling everything out, everything's smooth. So it has to do with who's calling out and when they're calling out.
Like when people enter robots, they're not telling you where they're in either. As soon as I jumped in a robot, I would tell people which one I was in, but a lot of those other ones, they don't say which robot they're in, so no one knows where they're at.
I've witnessed when the people gotten shrunk and they've gone to the robots, nobody says a thing. They just sit there. They don't want to be the ones to talk. They don't want to be the ones to call out. They don't want that kind of pressure.
Yep.
And I've noticed that way too much. To even think about downing this boss. We cannot have people afraid to make call-outs of a single color.
That is correct.
We are the quietest guild I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You go watch any of the top tier raiders guilds and watch that chat, because it's fucking obnoxious how much people are talking.
So, Fire kind of touched on something. Like if you can't see who's in the robot, then you can't call them out, right? So we need whoever has if it's DBM that does the add-on that makes everybody yell when they have the when they're in a robot, then we need everybody to have DBM, and that has to be mandatory.
Everyone should already have DBM.
Yeah, I have bigwigs, and it's never been a problem. And I don't know if it necessarily is. Yeah, my bigwigs does it as well.
So what you're saying
the only issue I have had with it, the only issue I've ever had with it thus far, is either was the recent time I was in a robot and Luke was in one, and he was all the way across the room, and I don't know if it was that he didn't have DBM, or that he was out of range, and I couldn't see his chat bubble. So I'm not sure which one that is.
My guess is you couldn't see the chat bubble.
Yeah, but
do they have ranges?
I took a little while, and he started calling mine out, so I was like, okay, fine. Well, then I'll call his afterwards. Because I had him targeted by then.
Well, I gotta get up early in the morning, go to Disney World, so I'm gonna let you all go. Have a good night.
All right, see ya.
There's got to be like a range console command to increase the range on chat bubbles.
Rendering, your render distance.
I don't know if it's rendering distance. I think it might be something specific to chat.
I don't know. All I'm saying is this is getting annoying.
Yeah.
King Rastakhan is fucking way harder than this pile of garbage, and it's getting ridiculous.
Another problem is there's a certain degree of RNG that goes with this boss fight, and people tend to not be able to think for themselves in those kind of situations, and then they panic, and then they make the wrong decision. That's what I've noticed too.
I'm just gonna make a quick example of today's performance. That we got the furthest with the most people. Once we minimized the group, it went all straight to dog shit. And this is with about 80% of the group that can communicate.
Yeah, I mean,
But if you notice, it was still the same people talking, though.
But how were we able to manage to get further with more? With people ignoring the
statement, I don't know that this is the type of encounter that benefits from having a smaller group. It could be because we had to go down healers. It could be because we had to drop certain DPS, and like there's a lot of mechanics going on. And there's a lot of like crowd control that has to happen, and because people are trying to avoid mechanics, and and deal with the crowd control. They're moving around a lot. So if they're moving around a lot, and you have a smaller group of people that has to move and dodge mechanics versus a larger group of people that like you would have one group of people that immediately need to dodge mechanics, and you have another group of people that okay, they're okay where they're at, so they don't need to do anything, so they can keep DPSing the boss. That's my thinking on it, but I don't know if that's.
I think it's just the amount of people we had.
Yeah.
When we got to 40%, when there's 8 robots and we only have 8 DPS, not everyone's going to be able to get into a robot.
Right. Well, that's
with 20,
that's
with
part of
20
it, too.
people, you
Right.
can have way more amount of people that get on robots. They're more manageable.
It's
less damage overall.
To me, I think it's like the ratio between the amount of people that can be actively DPSing the boss and the amount of people that need to be doing mechanics. So if you have a larger group, you're going to have a larger number of people that are able to actively DPS the boss.
I think it's honest to God. If not Thursday, next week when everyone's back, we just sit down and we discuss. When you get bombed, I don't give a shit if you're popping your cooldown